Join me as I dive into the challenge of living a week in pure bliss. No stress, no negativity, just good vibes. This idea of blissful living has been on my mind for a while, and I think it's really significant in today's fast-paced world. We're constantly bombarded with information and distractions, and it's easy to get caught up in the hustle and bustle of daily life and forget what's truly important. Happiness and fulfillment are terms that get thrown around a lot, but what do they really mean, and how can we actually achieve them? That's the question. Many people think that happiness is just about feeling good all the time, and that fulfillment is just about achieving some kind of success or status, but it's not that simple. There are so many misconceptions about what it means to be happy and fulfilled, and I think that's because we're often looking for answers in the wrong places. We're told that if we just buy this product or achieve that goal, we'll be happy, but it doesn't work that way. The truth is, happiness and fulfillment are complex and multifaceted, and they can't be reduced to just one thing or one experience. They're not just about feeling good or achieving some kind of success. They're about living a life that's rich in meaning and purpose and connection. But despite this, many people still believe that happiness and fulfillment are just around the corner if they can just get that one thing or achieve that one goal. This can lead to a never-ending cycle of striving and searching and never really finding what we're looking for. So many people are struggling to find happiness and fulfillment, and it's not because they're not trying hard enough. It's because they're looking for it in the wrong places. They're looking for it in external sources like money or status or material possessions, rather than looking within themselves and cultivating a deeper sense of purpose and meaning. This is a really important distinction because when we look for happiness and fulfillment in external sources, we'll always be disappointed because those things are fleeting and can be taken away from us at any moment. Mindfulness is a practice that can help us cultivate a deeper sense of awareness and presence, and this can be a powerful tool for achieving blissful living. When we're mindful, we're able to pay attention to our thoughts and feelings and sensations without getting caught up in them. This allows us to respond to challenges and difficulties in a more thoughtful and intentional way. Gratitude is another important aspect of blissful living, and it's the practice of cultivating a sense of appreciation and thankfulness for the good things in our lives. This can be as simple as keeping a gratitude journal or sharing 3 things we're thankful for with a friend or family member. The importance of relationships in blissful living cannot be overstated, and it's because our relationships with others are a key source of meaning and connection in our lives. When we have strong, supportive relationships, we feel seen and heard and understood, and this can be a powerful source of happiness and fulfillment. But it's not just about having lots of friends or acquaintances, it's about cultivating deep, meaningful relationships with people who truly care about us and who we truly care about. This takes time and effort and commitment, but it's worth it because it's one of the most rewarding and fulfilling experiences we can have. As we explore the various aspects of blissful living, it's clear that it's not just about one thing or one practice. It's about cultivating a whole way of being that's rooted in awareness and presence and connection. It's about living a life that's guided by our values and our principles, and that's aligned with our deepest desires and aspirations. This is a really challenging but rewarding journey, and it's one that requires us to be patient and compassionate and kind with ourselves as we navigate the ups and downs of life. At its core, blissful living is about embracing life in all its beauty and complexity and finding ways to cultivate happiness and fulfillment in the present moment. It's not about waiting for some future moment or achieving some kind of perfection. It's about being fully engaged and fully alive right here and right now. This is a really liberating idea because it means that we don't have to wait for anything or anyone to be happy. We can start cultivating blissful living right now in this moment. The core principle of blissful living is that it's a journey, not a destination, and it's one that requires us to be open and receptive and willing to learn and grow. It's not about achieving some kind of fixed state or status. It's about embracing the dynamic and ever-changing nature of life and finding ways to thrive and flourish in the midst of it. This requires us to be flexible and adaptable and to trust in our own inner wisdom and guidance. It's a really empowering idea because it means that we have the power to create our own happiness and fulfillment and to live a life that's truly fulfilling and meaningful. As we delve deeper into the nature of blissful living, it becomes clear that it's not just about individual happiness, but about the greater good and the well-being of all beings. It's about recognizing that we're all connected and that our individual happiness and fulfillment is linked to the happiness and fulfillment of those around us. This is a really beautiful and powerful idea because it means that we can create a ripple effect of happiness and fulfillment that spreads out into the world and touches the lives of others. Blissful living is not just a personal journey, but a collective one, and it's one that requires us to be aware of our impact on the world and to take responsibility for our actions and our choices. It's about recognizing that we're all part of a larger web of life, and that our individual actions and decisions have consequences that ripple out into the world. This is a really important idea because it means that we have the power to create positive change and to contribute to the greater good and the well-being of all beings. In the end, the key to blissful living is to approach life with an open and receptive heart and mind, and to be willing to learn and grow and evolve. It's about embracing the unknown and the unpredictable and finding ways to thrive and flourish in the midst of it. This is a really challenging but rewarding journey, and it's one that requires us to be patient and compassionate and kind with ourselves as we navigate the ups and downs of life. By cultivating this mindset and approach, we can create a life that's truly fulfilling and meaningful, and that's filled with happiness and joy. The main takeaway from our exploration of blissful living is that it's a journey, not a destination. And it's one that requires us to be open and receptive and willing to learn and grow. It's not about achieving some kind of fixed state or status. It's about embracing the dynamic and ever-changing nature of life and finding ways to thrive and flourish in the midst of it. By cultivating mindfulness, gratitude, and strong relationships, and by approaching life with an open and receptive heart and mind, we can create a life that's truly fulfilling and meaningful, and that's filled with happiness and joy. If you've had any experiences with blissful living, or if you have any thoughts or insights to share, please leave them in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you and learn from your experiences. Also, if you're interested in exploring this topic further, be sure to check out my other video on mindfulness and meditation. It's a great resource for anyone looking to cultivate greater awareness and presence in their lives.